that it has the perception and the value of being worth more, that's what I would say. I would say build the best possible package that you can, and then reach out to somebody like Ron who can really help you guide through the process of sponsorship. The other thing is, are you looking for a sponsor for the show or for the product or for both?
It would be for the show or advertisers on the community page, the difference makers. I need to find some way of having income coming in.
Yeah. So one of the things I'm going to suggest to you is that you package it together, because the more you offer, the more value there is. And the second thing I would offer you is, don't look in the traditional places. Don't necessarily go looking for the American Expresses or the big companies. Look in your own community for people who might want to be associated with what you're doing, and through you can reach more people. And I think that'll get the ball rolling for you.
Great. Okay. Thank you, Marcia. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Thanks for coming back after last week. And please, what I want to encourage you to do, Lynn, is what I always do. Wow. So when you get off the show, to everybody who's in the green room, this is important. In order to post a wow, a comment, an action step, a thank you, a request, you have to move out of this live room that we're in. So once I'm going to pop you off in a second, you're going to go to the MarciaWiederShow.com page where you can add your comments and your wow. So Lynn, very quickly, what wow do you want to commit to? What within 1 week step will you take to demonstrate you're serious about this dream?
I can say I would contact 10 different people in the next week who could be potential sponsors or advertisers.
Well, I think that's fantastic, and 10 is terrific. And when you post it on the wall there, on the comment section, say what you're looking for as succinctly as possible, because some of our viewers might be great candidates and prospects for sponsorship.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
Okay, I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I'm going to come to Natalie in just a second here. All right, so we're going to pop you off to make room for somebody else. Forgive me. It's like, do you want to eject this person? Natalie, you're on with us live. Where are you that there's a bed in the background?
I'm in California for a conference. However, I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Well, welcome to USA.
Yes, I'm enjoying the very sunny weather.
So, Natalie, what question would you like to ask?
I'm new getting into the expert field and monetizing my message, and I have a very comfortable job that I've been at for 16 years, and I feel like I'm at the point where I spend 40 hours a week at the job, which doesn't leave me a lot of time or energy to focus on what I'm truly passionate about.
And your question is, how can you make more time for what really matters to you?
Make more time, or create that belief in my mind that if I leave the job, that the work will come, the money will come.
This is the trickiest place for everyone. You're like at the precipice. You can see the dream, but your feet are still glued into reality. And the truth of it is, if your life is consumed, you're not going to be able to put the time and energy into the dream in terms of what really matters to you. So at a certain point, you're going to have to quit something. Now, most people are not going to quit their jobs without having something else lined up. Did you stop breathing over there?
I did. I was like, oh my gosh.
Look, I mean, in a perfect world, I would say go do what you love. Right? I mean, in a perfect world, go do what matters to you. I mean, life is short. We never know when it's going to end. Don't waste one more precious moment not doing what your heart's calling is. And the reality of it is we have to pay the bills and put food on the table. So one of the things that I often recommend, and I've seen a lot of people have success, is for you to negotiate with your current employer to see if you can work less. Because even if you're working just 1 day less, it's going to, that's 8 or 10 hours. But more than that, it's you demonstrating that you're really committed to the dream, that you're not just thinking about it and talking about it, you're doing something about it. Also, typically, people think it's impossible, but 9 out of 10 times this does work. It may be possible to take your current employer with you as one of your clients. Could you see that happening in any way, shape, or form?
No, I work for an airline, and they're not passionate parents.
And I'm going to suggest to you that that's a belief, Because if you're working with an airline, they're made up of people, and most of those people are probably parents. And all, when I once was flying and sat next to a gentleman who was reading an interesting book, and it wound up he was the vice president of Wells Fargo Bank. And because of this one person and their vision and their passion and their belief, my first book, Making Your Dreams Come True, became required reading for Wells Fargo bankers. We actually decided that we needed to convince them that they were in the business of making dreams come true. It's like they were dream coaches. Now, I could have talked to a lot of the wrong people and nobody would have gotten it. But it only took finding one of the right people. So I don't want to send you barking up the wrong tree, but I want to encourage you to explore all possibilities. Don't assume that there's no hope there when it might be the biggest opportunity for you.
True. Coworkers for sure. My coworkers are all parents, and definitely there's an opportunity there. Corporately, I'd have to dig deeper on that for sure.
I understand, but let me ask you, are you afraid to talk to your coworkers because it might jeopardize your job?
Not at all. I tell them about my passion and what I'm excited about and all of that all the time. They're maybe tired of hearing me.
Well, here's what I'm going to suggest. The secret to living a joyful, fulfilling life is to do more of what you love every day. A secret to that is to bring your passion to work, which is what you're doing. So I would not, instead of thinking about, oh, when am I going to leave, when am I going to leave, it might just energetically morph into you're doing your dream more and more and more there, so that helps you build more and more of self-confidence, and from there you'll be ready to leave.
Okay.
Now, if I was really a good coach, here's what I would do. You ready?
Okay. I'm ready. I have my pen. I'll write it down.
You commit to the date that you're going to be out of your company and full-time doing your business. What is that date?
February 1st, 2014.
There you go. All right. Well, when you sign off, good girl. I'm going to give you a big thumbs up.
Thank
you.
Yay!
So it really does start with that. And then it's about putting your life in right relationship to the goal and the commitment that you've made by having the conversations and taking the appropriate steps. So what I encourage you to do, as soon as I pop you off, which I'm about to do, Natalie, go into, go and, it's funny. I don't seem to have let me see if I do this. I think I have to put you on screen. No, I don't have a way of popping you off, so you may have to hang up yourself. Okay, and then if you would please just go back into the main room, the MarciaWiederShow.com, the that's it, yep, and then just right there under the live broadcast, put your comment down there, your commitment, and any request you have for help or support.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much, great to have you, take care. Bye. Okay, Joni, we're coming to you. Hey, Joni.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great.
Where are you? I'm
in Charlotte, North Carolina.
It's so funny. Sometimes the signal is so great, and sometimes it's a little fuzzy. So you're a little fuzzy, but we can hear you. So, Joni, what question do you have for me?
Well, I've always mentored people in my career, and male and female. My passion today really is to mentor women and to empower women and teach other women to empower and other corporations to empower the women that work for them. I've helped a lot of people that are in lower level jobs get promotions and really move up in their job. And
are you still in a corporation? Are you still in a corporation now?
Unfortunately not. I got laid off October of last year, so I kind of have to figure out how to monetize this pretty quickly to get an income flowing.
So what are you currently doing to generate revenue?
I work with a training company, and I'm starting the North American division, but that's, it's fairly slow going to get things rolling and get the revenue coming in. So it's taken some time.